Before civilization was abound, our Earth was covered by beautiful forests and vast oceans. As time moved along, we torn down our forests to make room for ourselves. Many of these forests had its secrets, and these stories are passed only by the word of mouth today. These oral traditions are known as folk tales. Follow us into a country where its cultures are as unique as its picturesque forests, the Philippines. A country that was formed literally from the ocean seabed. Its endemic species and trekking trails has transformed the Philippines into a hotspot for biologists and hikers alike. Makadios, Makatao, Makakalikasan at Makabansa. This is the official motto of the Philippines, an archipelagic country made up of over 7,000 islands with a population of over 97 million. Its motto encompasses the very essence that makes this country unique. From its multi-ethnic people to its high biodiversity, the Philippines has always been a vibrant kaleidoscopic country. We traveled to the Philippines in search of answers and a form of consensus whether these folk tales have survived till now. One of the most visited mountains of Philippines is Mount Makiling. It is almost 1,000 meters in altitude, and many hikers ascend these most slippery terrains in hopes of reaching the summit to catch the picturesque view it beholds.
Basically, the Mount Makiling is a former volcano. Actually, it's a dormant volcano. So in the mud spring we have it's an what's that? Steam is usually released there in mud spring. Actually, Mount Makiling came from the word kiling, which is a type of bamboo here in the area. So, what is kiling? So, since it's a bamboo, when we say kiling, it's somewhat slanted. So, kiling, it's nakakiling. So, since we call that bamboo kiling, so in Tagalog, when we say makiling, it means that the bamboo kiling is dominant in the area. That's all.
The famous legend surrounding Mount Makiling is the legend of Maria Makiling, the Dewata that guards the mountain. Popular Filipino folklore describes Maria Makiling as a breathtakingly yet beautiful young woman who remains eternally youthful. She's portrayed with light olive skin, long shining black hair, and twinkling eyes. One of the superstitions is that every so often, men would disappear into the forest of the mountain. Another superstition says that one can go into the forest and pick any fruits one might like, but never carry any of them home. In doing so, one runs the risk of angering Maria Makiling. One would get lost and be beset by insect stings and thorn pricks.
I think some of your classmates had their picture taken in some of the statues of Mount Makiling in the lower campus. There is this one urban legend that the Mariang Makiling with a jar that is in a pergola, that she's holding a jar. Okay? Some claim that a few years ago, okay, I'm not sure if it's true or not, I have this vague recollection that the jar was actually on top of Mariang Makiling's head. Okay? Then some claim that after a few years, it was already in her shoulder. And it's a statue. How could it move its arms? But they say that it is an indicator that Mount Makiling is already tired. The deity is already tired of trying to watch over the university as well as the forests. And that's why a few years back, the 11th Boy Scout Jamboree happened here. So Boy Scouts would come from all over the Philippines, and they say that every time that there is a big occasion like a Boy Scout Jamboree or Girl Scout Jamboree happening, somebody is bound to die. Okay, one of the scouts would either have a very bad accident or somebody would really perish from it. And sure enough, yung early jamborees that I know of had probably one student slipping in the pool and died or had a very bad accident. But some say that there are spirits that are here in Mount Makiling. I don't know if it is just something that was what they call people who just it's you feel it because people are saying there are spirits that are here. So sometimes parang it comes in, it's suggested. You were suggested that this was happening. But as I see it, okay, Filipino culture is really entwined with that. They keep saying that it is the mountain and the deity is actually punishing, at least telling these scouts that, oh, you are intruding into my domain, so you have to behave properly. Or sometimes the scouts would they're there to make fires and explore. Sometimes they forget that there are other wildlife that is there, so they trample on the vegetation, or sometimes they see an animal that they brush. Right? So I think people would say that the mountain would really punish. So far, that's what I know of Mount Makiling.
In Mount Santa Rita, there are also accounts of enchanted people, also known as encantos to the rural population. Together with these encantos and Maria Makiling, there are also accounts of other supernatural creatures that people have witnessed.
A common belief of some folks in the forest about manananggal. We call it manananggal here. It's like a flying creature that feeds on or captures kids or even humans. They often mistaken the fruit bats as manananggal because in forest. Even the termite mounds, the people or folks from the forest community usually thought about it as a house for dwarves. So it's somehow respected, then you're not allowed to touch it, or you have to ask permission to pass by in that area. This kind of stuff. These creatures like tikbalangs, manananggal, or tik-tik, they call it tik-tik. Those are creatures that have long tongue. They usually prey on pregnant women.
One of the rural tribes that have since deserted the forest of Mount Makiling are the Aitas. This tribe has been around for generations and are specifically recognized by their stout stature, tanned skin, and incredibly curly hair. It is believed that Aitas people were once servants to Maria Makiling.
May tao ako nakitang may baril. Sa hinala ko, ako ang hinahanap ng tao. Ngayon, nung naapon ako na hinahanap ako ng taong may gun na gano'n. Kaya kinakabahan ako. Panginoon, Ama, namin na may gawa ng langit at lupa, iligtas mo ako. Ngayon, ako kinakabahan sa tao itong may baril sa ito. Bigla akong binatak ng puno. Yung puno, lumabas kamay. Hinawakan ako dito. Ito. Hold his son.
What is most intriguing from this interview is the interweaving of God and the forest spirits. Basically, the tribe people rendered help from God, but a forest spirit comes to their rescue. And this unique mixture could most probably be attributed to the fact that Filipinos of old believed in Hinduism and animism before the Christian Crusade during the Spanish Inquisition.
Found it very unique that regardless of whether you're professional, or even if you belong to the Aitas tribe, everyone has the same level of respect, even though they might not totally regard whatever the urban legends are. They still respect it for what they are. They don't totally dish it out. And I think like this trip was one of the first trips, as in cultural trips that I've been on, at least, that really see a blend and mix of religion and cultures. I think that's just a Filipino thing. Like, it's just so interweaved, and some people might find it very strange, but I think it's very unique because everywhere else, religion is religion and tradition is tradition. There's not much, mixing of these two, and I think Philippines really provided us that very well, and yeah, we had fun.
At nagkamalan, ikaw aking inay, ang aking gabay. At kung mayroong karamdaman, inay, ikaw ay luhaan. Ang iyong gagawin ay hindi malaman sa ano